Hey, everybody, welcome. It's Monday night. It's episode 87. It's the Stereo Joe Show. This is going to be our last episode in this format, and then our next one is going to be the season finale, which is going to be live on February 5th at the Sherman Showcase in Stroudsburg, PA, and we are beyond excited. But first, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that has given us so much support over the years, or I guess it's been years now. But anyway, 87 episodes. Holy cow. We are just blown away by all your support. So thank you so much. All right, if you could press share, give us a like. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get to the show. We're going to have a kick butt show for you tonight. I'm sorry we're a little late. We got a little bit of a confusion with someone, so they had to drop out. So we figured we'd just postpone the show one segment. So anyway, we're going to have 4 guests tonight. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. So let's get to it. First up, returning to the show, it's my favorite uke player in the whole world. My good buddy, Theresa Ratliff, is going to be here. I am so excited. She'll be doing a little song for us, and that's going to be great. And then up next, we're having from the awesome band Don't Panic, which we've played with before at the 5 Acre Fest, and we showed you on this week, showed you on the episode last week, the Fall of '99. They kicked the show off. We're going to be having the main singer of the band, the awesomest guy, Ted Felicetti. He's going to be here talking with Popco, so we're really excited about that. Then returning to the show, it's all returns today, baby. So it's all people that have kicked ass before, and we're excited to have them back. We're having a good buddy, Sean Henry, from Sean Henry and the Tonighters, and he also does his own solo thing. He just moved down to Florida, so we're going to be seeing what he's up to, but he's a great dude, great musician. He's going to be performing as well. And then last but certainly not least, we have returning to the show, Mr. Jason Gisser, who's an awesome artist and musician. He does his own thing. He's in the Jason Gisser Band, which is amazing. They have this full sound. It's awesome. So, and of course, we're going to have Remy, Nick, Alyssa. It's going to be a big party. I might even be naked by the end of it, so stick around. You never know. But first, we're going to go to our music video. See you in just a second. All right, everybody, we are back. It's the Stereo Joe Show. Let's get Nick on the show. What up, Nick?
Dude, I'm excited to be here. I'm sad that the show is winding down to its final episodes. And
I know, dude. It's crazy, man.
yeah, and if anybody is local to PA, I posted the link already once. I'll be posting it numerous times throughout the episode. Join us because we'd love to have you be in the crowd with us for the very first episode that we're doing in person.
It's going to be great. Bring tomatoes to throw at, not me.
You'll have to find out who. And it's
Yeah,
going to be
baby.
at the Sherman Showcase at 6 p.m. on February 5th, Saturday. And people approach me on the street and they say, hey, how does that beard get so nice? And how does it get so long and stay so well maintained? Say, I don't struggle because we've partnered with the Beard Struggle and they've got products for beards of all sizes. And you're thinking, you might not be able to spend too much money on all this, but we've got the hookup with the code StereoJO at checkout. Not only will they give you 15% off, if you happen to spend $40 or more because you love their product so much, they'll ship it to anywhere in the US for free. And who doesn't love free shipping? Hey, Remy.
Hey, Nick. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm excited for the finale coming up. Oh, who is this we've got joining us?
Jimmy James, bitch. Can't wait. I'm so excited. We got a kick-ass show for you tonight. We are going to take it. It's Sub-Zero. Mortal Kombat!
Jimmy's lost
Listen,
it, apparently.
I never got so many requests to keep my clothes on. I am hiding my face in shame right now. Look at these. Please stay closed. Keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on. We're dying. Listen, I am taking off this shirt right now. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm putting it back on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all coming off. I am taking everything off. No, we got a killer show for you tonight. I'm so excited. I got Theresa backstage. I made her throw up before. She was eating a sandwich, and I took my shirt off, and I saw it. It was great. Anyway, no, we got an awesome night. I can't believe it. This is going to be the last episode of this kind for now. And then we're going to be back next season, and we're going to be returning to every Monday night, taking a long mid-season break, and then we will be back, on the other half. So we're going to be doing a season 5. We're going to be doing a very special episode 100. But February 5th, we are going to be doing the season finale, which is going to be dynamite.
We'll have
Look forward to it.
Yeah, we'll have musicians from Blind Choice, Times Infinity, Contact Collective, and Stay Loud. There we go.
Oh, there you go, Chris from Stay Loud. That's right. I know. I was like, oh, who is it? So that's going to be a sick lineup. And our bass player, Mark Tav, is also going to be there doing man on the street, doing interviews on the side. We're going to be bringing some of our awesome things that we do in Brews and Crews over to the show. So you might be seeing Box of Horror again, and we might be doing some other fun stuff. All on stage is going to be live in person. I'm so excited and so stressed out. I can't wait. But that's going to be February 5th. It's supposed to be 2 hours, meaning it'll probably end up taking 10 hours. So we can't wait. But 6 p.m., February 5th, we are so excited. And anyway, all right, guys, we got our first interview. Boom, let's hit it up with Team Money. Ram, see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Theresa Ratliff, ukulele player and singer from PA.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing great, Theresa. Thank you again for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you. How are you doing tonight?
I love coming. I love seeing you guys. You always crack me up. I have such a good time when I come on your show.
We enjoy having you. And as I was thinking about it, we had one of our most frequent flyer guests, Christella Cruz, last week. And I think you're actually in close competition. You might even be beating him out with the amount of times being on here because we enjoy having you that much.
Like they give the 5-timers on Saturday Night Live. Do I get one of those jackets?
Oh, we're gonna have to discuss this with the crew after the show and see what's going on. For anyone who's new to you who hasn't seen the previous shows, can you tell them a little bit about yourself and what your music style is kind of like?
Sure. My music style is everything I like. I was kind of raised on Broadway show tunes, actually. And I wanted to be a Broadway actress and singer. When I was a kid, actually, when I went to college, it's originally what I was going to major in was theater. But long story short, I didn't do that. But I always loved like classic rock music, everything from like the 60s and 70s. That's always been, what I would tune in on the radio if I had something to listen to. So I don't know, I guess I bring a little bit of my ability to tell a story in theatrics to my ability to tell a story in song, and then put it all together. And I don't really write anything. I like to interpret other people's music. I find great joy in finding something in a song that maybe other people hadn't thought of. Oh, I always thought that was just a silly pop song, but reinterpreted in another way. Sometimes people get different meaning out of it, and I have a lot of fun doing that.
Oh, absolutely. And I've heard exactly what you're describing here live on the show. And you do a great job taking those covers and actually making them your own.
Thank you.
And you do them all on the ukulele. Is that your only instrument? Do you dabble in anything else?
Now I've always been one of those people that can pick up any instrument and give me 5 minutes and I'll figure out how to play something on it, but I've never been good at any of them because I hate to practice. I hate to practice.
Okay.
So the ukulele, I picked up the ukulele because I got sick of having to wait for someone who played an instrument to be around for me to be able to sing. So I basically Googled like, what's the easiest instrument to play? And ukulele was pretty high on the list. So that was what I did.
I'd say that was a good choice, and it suits you well. It really complements your voice.
Thank you.
And aside from just your solo work that you do as a ukulele player, you're also in a band called Earth Song.
Correct.
How does the music with that band differ from what you do solo?
Well, it's similar in that a lot of it is kind of the same genre, like that 60s and 70s classic rock, leaning a lot towards like the Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia Band, James Taylor, Bob Dylan, that side of things. But it's more rock and roll. It's more traditional interpretations of the songs and what I don't want to say what you'd expect to hear from a bar band because that's not really what we sound like, but it's not horribly surprising the way we present most of the music. Whereas I think with my solo stuff, because I only play the ukulele, I've had to be creative in how I interpret different songs and how I play them. So they're like kind of weird. Like, I do some punk rock songs on the ukulele. I play Sympathy for the Devil on the ukulele. Like people are like, really? But yes, I do because it's fun and it's unexpected. So I think that's really how they differ. The band sounds like a band. It's a rock band. I do not sound like a rock band.
No, and I like that you don't sound like a rock band because I like your sound.
Thank you.
You had mentioned interpreting the songs with the ukulele, but I understand tonight you're actually going to be performing without it. How do you prepare a song differently when you're going without any music backing you?
So, wow, that's a really good question. In some ways, for me, it's easier. I'm a much better singer than I am a ukulele player, so it's like one less thing to worry about. At the same time, you don't have the sound of the instruments to fall back on to keep on pitch. So you really have to know where your notes are. You really have to pay attention and feel. It's a hard thing to explain, but you can feel it when you're singing the right note and when you're singing the wrong note if you know what you're feeling for.
Yeah.
So you have to pay a little more attention to that because you don't have anything guiding you, right?
Absolutely.
But otherwise, I don't really do it any differently. I prepare all my songs the same way. I sing them to death in the shower and in the car until I feel like singing them in front of people. So it's really not any different.
Awesome.
Oh, I adore you too, Jimmy and Remy. Hi, guys.
And I couldn't agree with them more. And I think everybody's ready to feel your performance if you're ready to show them what you've got tonight.
Awesome. Yes. And then don't let me go because I have a list and it's an important list, Nick.
We will get to your list. I will see you on the other side.
All right. Excuse me. So, hi. So this is a song that I often sing for my friends around the campfire. Actually, it's one of my most requested campfire songs. It's a sing-along song. So if you are at home in your living room or driving in your car or wherever you are, please sing along to this song with me. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? And oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Darling, $5 is trying to find me. I'll wait for delivery each day until 3. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? And oh Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? I'm counting on you, Lord. Please don't let me down. Prove that you love me and buy the next round. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? Everybody, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
Woo! That was incredible.
Thank you.
Big money. Woo, woo. Hey,
That was great.
Thank you.
I loved it. And I love you, Theresa. I really do.
Oh,
I was
thanks,
so
Grandma.
excited when I saw you're going to be on the show tonight. I like screamed. I was like,
You're so cute. Did you just get this nose ring? Is that a new thing?
I've had it pierced, I don't know, for like almost 20 years, but this is a new nose ring.
It's adorable.
Well, thanks.
Of course, me and Nick didn't notice. We're great friends.
I know, I see them every week on the show, and they didn't. Nobody said anything.
Bro, is that a new haircut? I love it.
We're girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls notice.
Hey, I got a question. Do you have any lists of anything you want to go over?
I have a list. Number one, on February 11th, I will be at the Pocono Winery in Broadheadsville doing my solo thing from 6 to 8 p.m. It's my first time there, so I don't know what to expect, but that's okay. We'll all be surprised together. And then the band, Earth Song, we're going to be playing at Northampton Community College's Earth Day on April 23rd. So that's going to be really neat. They weren't able to do it for COVID-related reasons, and now it's back doing its normal thing again. So we're kind of excited. We've played there quite a few years now, so we're really, really stoked to be there again. Time, I don't know what time. Shawnee Craft Brewery. We're going to be playing like 4 gigs at Shawnee Craft coming up. We have practically a residency. But May 13th and July 8th are the next 2 dates we're going to be there. But then there's 2 really amazingly cool, super local events happening that you all need to know about that I'm so excited to be a part of. The first one is Pine Ridge Fest in Albrightsville, being put on by Common Flame Productions. And that's June 10th to the 12th. And Earth Song is going to be playing one of those days, time slot to be announced. Kenny and Brittany of Common Flame put on some awesome stuff last year. If you've heard people talk about the Josie Porter Farm open mics, they've been running those. They did Pine Ridge Fest last year, and I believe the year before. Just unbelievable. I never saw so many fireworks in my life. Like, it was like fireworks, palooza, music, amazing. So you don't want to miss that this year. It's going to be June 10th through the 12th. And then another equally amazing group of people, Grateful Day Trippers Events and Gratefully Inspired Art, are putting on an event in Sellersville called the Grateful Day Trippers Family Reunion. And that's also a music festival. And they've been doing some really cool stuff with getting like the jam band community together with the EDM community. So that's been kind of a lot of fun for me because EDM's not really my bag, but they're just such a lovely group of people. And the stuff that they've put together has been so much fun to be at, so welcoming, just a huge range of ages of people, wide variety of music. So get out to that. That is going to be June 23rd, and I'm doing that one solo. So come on out and have fun. Tickets are on sale for Grateful Day Trippers already. And yeah, so go look for it.
That Grateful Day Trippers sounds awesome. And what a great thing to bring both worlds together. And the EDM people are really cool. They have something called Plur. It's like peace, love, something I think and respect.
Unity,
Yeah, unity, where they really try to embrace everybody and like bring everybody together. So that's a good crowd to hang out with. And they like to have a little fun too, like the Deadheads. So I think
it's kind of interesting how easily everybody kind of meshes, you know. Well, a lot of them are Deadheads too. It's just, you know, they're kind of bringing the EDM to us old heads, I guess.
I think it's going to be so much fun. And that Pine Ridge Fest, I heard such great things about that. So you got a lot of things. Now with that Pine Ridge Fest, can you stay over the night?
Yeah, Pine Ridge Fest is a full weekend.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's for a camp. They have camping and stuff there. So it's pretty cool. Day Trippers is just a 1-day event.
That's awesome. Hey, my buddy said cool painting.
Yeah.
Oh, Anna Kazupski, local to the Stroudsburg area. She does beautiful artwork. Look her up online. This was a piece that I saw and had to have in my apartment because, well, it's a girl singing, so why not? Yeah, I adore everything Anna does. You will not be disappointed if you go find her. But don't look at her Facebook page right now because Art by Anna K was stolen. So yeah, go on Facebook and rage about it, man. Someone stole her page and she can't get it back, and they're selling weird Korean video games or something.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, it's a mess. So Art by Anna K, she's amazing. Facebook page is a piece of crap right now, but she's awesome. Find her.
The POS Facebook page, huh?
Yeah, right.
Awesome. And I loved your a cappella version of Janice. That was awesome.
Thank you. Well, she does that one a cappella, so I stole it from her.
All right. We are doing a quick trivia, and it's going to be between the two ladies, Remy and Theresa.
Oh,
this one is a fill in the blank. I'm going to say a song lyric, and then whoever finishes the line gets a point. All right, ready? Hey, hey, my.
Rock and roll will never die.
Boom! We got a point. Okay. All right, Nick, you got one for
Did you just pull this out of your ass?
I did. I love it. I like big butts.
I cannot lie. No other brother can deny. They're going to be racing around thinking your face.
Okay,
Nick,
Remy,
question for you. Are you more into butt? Never mind. All right, next question, Nick.
We'll smack you.
Nick. I made Nick lose it. I love it.
Yes, that was
lyric.
You just got me with that.
Nick is.
I did it all for the
Nookie.
Okay.
I did it all for the. I don't know that one.
It was Nookie.
It wasn't Nookie?
It's a Limp Bizkit song, yeah, from like the early 90s. Mid-90s, late 90s? I don't know. It's from the 90s, though.
Late 90s.
I was having babies then. I was busy.
Hey, speaking of which, I met your son.
Yes.
I saw him at one of the shows. I forget which one, but he's a real nice guy. I want to hear him perform live, though.
Brother Bear's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Don't miss that. He'll be at Pine Ridge Fest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't want to miss him. He's unbelievable.
I really do want him. Nick, we got to try to weasel our way in that somehow. But, all right, this is where everyone should go find Theresa. If you don't, Nick the Viking will maraud your village. He has to light a lot of fires and a lot of pillaging, if you know what I mean. But, okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, I would think Nick's beard got so thick for it. It was like, but anyway.
So I stuffed my victims inside of it.
Wow, that got dark real quick.
Nick's gonna need a painting behind him. Hey, and one last question: is there going to be a fish cover band at this place?
There is going to be a fish cover band at the Sherman Theater, but not at this place.
Ooh, when's that?
Winterfest. Something Ebenezer. Uncle Ebenezer is playing at Winterfest. President's Day weekend at the Sherman Theater.
Ooh, Lou, if you're listening, get some tickets. We'll go.
Also, there's a really cool campground in Jersey about 40 minutes from Stroudsburg called the Great Divide, and they have fish cover bands sometimes too.
I don't know it. I'm going to
cool.
look it up. Yeah. Well, listen, it's that time, unfortunately. We got to let you go. I'm so sad.
Okay.
You want to hang out the rest of the show with us? Great. No. But no.
No, I want to go to bed. I'm tired. I was at Humphreys McGee last night till I don't know, forever. This morning I'm like dragging, so I need to go to bed now.
Well, listen, get some rest. Thank you for coming on the show so much. We love having you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and we're going to see you soon. One of these shows. If we don't come, Nick owes you $10.
All right, cool. I'll come collect.
You know where to find me.
I do.
Well, we love
guys,
you.
it was great being here.
A pleasure as always, and thanks so much for coming on, and we'll talk to you soon.
Anytime. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Guys, that was Theresa Ratliff. Go follow her right now. She's such an awesome musician, awesome artist. My favorite uke player. Trust me, sympathy for the devil. How sick is that? That was the line I was going to start off with. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. Shoot, I forgot that line. I got too starstruck there. All right. I think you got another video for us, so we'll be right back.
My baby tell me she ain't got no use for me. Well, I guess love ain't what it used to be, but I think if you gave it time, you could get used to me. Well, I think you could get used to me. Well, I've been told there's plenty of fish in the sea, but as far as I'm concerned, you are the only fish for me. And perhaps the great seashores again. Am I thinking wishfully? Tell me, am I thinking wishfully? Well, you came in on a breeze and you left with the wind. Well, I watched you drift away and disappear around the bend. I gave you all my love, it was not your love to spend. Well, I tell you, it was not your love to spend. Everybody knows that it's hard to say goodbye. I can only say just go away. Hope he's a damn good guy. And if I tell you I don't mind, I tell a damn good lie. Bear in mind I tell a damn good lie. Well, you came in on the breeze and you left with the wind. Well, I watched you drift away and disappear around the bend. I gave you all my love, it was not your love to spend. Oh, I tell you, it was not your love to spend. Oh, I tell you.
All right, that was Evan Van Kuenberg. We had him on the show last week. If you want to check out, you can go back to last week's show. Well, we got an awesome two people coming on. We got Popco. I am so excited. Let's get him on the show, Johnny.
Yo, 1 week you got a whole Adidas jumpsuit. Now you got the flat brim hat.
Dude, I brought all 4 Adidas hats out for tonight's show. It's going to be amazing, man. I can't wait. But let me get Ted on here. We got Ted hanging backstage. I'm going to catch you guys later. I love.
Sweet.
What's up?
Ted,
How you doing, buddy?
Dude, so I woke up this morning.
That's good to know.
I know, right? I'm here today, here to talk to you. But I woke up and like most people, I pick up my phone and I check my messages and I get a message from Nick and it says, "Hey, we're going to have you with Ted from Don't Panic tonight." And I'm like, my day can only go downhill from here.
Oh, I like that.
You handsome son of a bitch. What's up?
Nothing much. I didn't know I was going to be on tonight either until like this morning or last night. So both our days started well.
Here we are. What's happening?
Not much, man. Just finished some dinner and hanging out in my basement.
Ted, I know this is about music and about you, but I want to know why they killed the monkeys in
Dude,
northeastern Pennsylvania.
I know. I was so pissed about that. So I found that out like yesterday, I think. And it's because like there was like 4 that got away, right?
3.
Oh, it's 3. And they're like, I was like, all right, well, they're, they'll find them. I know they can't use them for like their studies or whatever because they're like, now they're no longer, not sterile, but they're no longer like, they're never in a controlled environment anymore.
Sure.
They're like eating other stuff and like running around, but why you got to kill them? Like,
well, here, before we jumped on here, I saw a little story and it said that they were considered a public health risk.
Oh.
Okay, there's more. And a woman who had contact with the monkeys was told to keep a lookout for cold symptoms.
Oh, you think they're sending out COVID monkeys?
It's going to be the new, who is this? Hold on, this is embarrassing. I'm getting phone calls here.
Oh, well, we're very professional.
But yeah, I'm thinking they have the new variant, the next variant.
Yeah, sure. Monkacron.
Yeah, something's up. Something's afoot.
Well, I don't know what to say about it. It's a bummer.
Poor monkeys.
Right.
But back to what we're here for today. Ted, tell us about what you have going on. I know that the band just released a new cover EP or cover album back late December. It's been almost a month now.
Yeah.
It's called Cover Songs, I believe, Volume 1.
Undercover.
Sorry. Cover songs would kind of be stupid, right?
Yeah, I mean, very, very derivative.
Yeah. I had notes, but I got distracted by the monkeys. But
it happens to me too.
But I mean, it says Volume 1. Is that to imply that there's going to be a Volume 2?
Yeah, 100%.
Sweet.
I think so. We talked about it like last year. We actually tracked them in 2020, but we just wound up releasing them in 2021. So we're like, all right, well, we'll do 4 more. We'll just keep doing them. They're fun. So we just each keep picking a song and we just keep putting them out. So we'll do another this year. We'll do another 4 songs. We're all still trying to pick what song we're going to do. I don't know yet. But
I'm either really bad at music or you guys picked really obscure tunes.
Well, so the songs that we picked for the Undercover EP, it was just 1 song each. And the idea was pick a song from a band that you feel like best, I don't know, represents something that's important to you, I guess, like musically. So like Keith's song that he picked was his sister's favorite song, and she passed away from cancer. So it was like a little like homage to her. And AJ picked the Metallica song, which is the one we put out in December, or like the final one of them. And he just like, he learned how to play guitar by like playing the Metallica records. So that's why it was important. Like I picked ELO because like Jeff Lynne's like one of the greatest songwriters of all time, as far as I'm concerned. So, and Anthony picked Billy Joel because like that's like a huge inspiration for him musically. So the next set, we're trying to decide. I kind of wanted to pick songs that are like maybe our favorite songs from high school or something. I don't know. We want to like theme it up a little bit, but yeah, that came out in December as just a 4-song EP. It's not physical. It's just download and streaming and stuff.
Gotcha. And outside of that, how was 2021 for you? I feel like you guys were kind of still busy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I felt like we were one of the busier bands during all of like the lockdowny stuff. Like, we streamed a lot. We did 3 or 4 live streaming concerts. We did a lot of like Jeopardy games and stuff, and just a lot of streaming from our page. But towards the tail end of last year, like September, October, we were actually able to play live in between the variants. There was some time to play some shows. So we got to do a short tour with Bowling for Soup in the Northeast. And then we got to do like an East Coast tour with the Queers. And then in October, we went down to play Fest in Florida. So we did like a little tour down to Florida. So, we got to play maybe like, I don't know, 20 shows or something like that last year, which is like a lot more than a lot of bands got to play. So
yeah, I feel like you were always doing something and promoting a show.
that's the job, man. You just always got to be doing something. I love music too much to not be.
Yeah, and not only do you play in a band, you also book bands, correct?
Yeah, that's right. That is
what business is that?
Well, I just started a new job at a company called TKO, which is like booking agency. That's all I do. I have clients that I work for, and then I book tours for them. So that's what I do for a living. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is great. I enjoy it.
What do you have lined up for 2022?
Well, we have a tour coming up. It starts in 2 weeks, actually. We're going to be doing a week with our friends in the band Keep Flying, which is really cool. I've known Henry and those guys for like a long time, like 15 years or something. I've never toured with them before. So we started Don't Panic only 2 years ago. 3 years ago now. And I was just like, hey, man, let's go on tour. So we're doing a week of shows. We're going to do like Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, a bunch of New Jersey shows. We're doing a Pocono show at the Sherman Theater on February 2nd. So that's how we're kicking the year off. And then in March, we're going to do a couple more shows. We're going to do like a week. We're doing like a lot of long weekends every month right now. So we're doing a weekend, like four shows or so with this band Eternal Boy in March. And then in May, I'm flying over to jolly old England. I'm going to be doing an acoustic tour supporting Jarrett, Reddick, and Rob from Bowling for Soup, doing an acoustic tour over in England for about 10 days. So that'll be cool. That's in May.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Congrats. Yeah. And then we have some plans to do some tour dates in July and August. Actually, we're going to be doing dates every month. So as long as we're not shackled to our homes for some stupid reason, we'll be out there playing.
Well, according to Fauci, he says that the variant is going to subside in like February, and we should be good to go.
Well,
until the monkeys get loose again.
His word is bond, right? So,
something like that.
News. But yeah. So then, on top of doing as much tour dates as we can, we're going to be releasing a couple of new songs this year. On top of maybe doing a couple of covers, and we're going to put out 2 music videos. We're doing videos for songs from our album we just put out in September called Dark Horse. Because it's basically brand new. It's only been out for 4 months. So we're gonna do a music video for a song called Ramona off that album. And then we're gonna do a music video for the song I'm gonna play in a little bit called Watership Down. And that's gonna come out in like May, the first one, and then the other one will come out like end of the summer.
Very cool. You're gonna play a song tonight?
I was told I was supposed to, or they wouldn't air me. So
that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
strong arm you.
I'll be playing something.
Are you familiar with Eternal Boy?
Yeah. I've known Rishi since I was, so me and my brother used to play in a band when I was like 17, and one of our first shows was out in Murraysville, Pennsylvania, which is like Pittsburgh area, and we played a place called the American Music Cafe, and Rishi's his band at that time was called the Space Pimps, and they wound up changing their name to Eternal Boy in like 2000 and whatever, I don't know, 8 or something. They've been around for a really long time. He runs a really cool festival out in Pittsburgh called Four Chord Music Festival. They had like Rise Against and the Used last year. Like they have good bands. So
yeah, I saw that band at Carl Hall in Wilkes-Barre, probably 3 or 4 years ago now.
Yeah, they're like kind of like
good.
82 sort of. They're a cool pop punk band. They're nice guys. Like I said, I've known Rishi for a really long time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, you teased me with a song, so unless you want to get yanked right now, quick, you better pick up that
guitar.
Yes,
sir. All right, yeah, I'll do one now. Well, it's the only one I'm doing, though. The second one costs money, and they're not paying me enough. So, like I said, we had a new album come out last year. Well, in September. It's called Dark Horse. You could buy it. It's on vinyl. It's on CD. You could stream it. You could download it. Whatever you want. This is the first song off that album, and it's also going to be a music video we're going to finish shooting, and release in May. So here we go. We met in the summer that year. I got a tattoo, you pierced both your ears. I still have that Sabbath hoodie you stole from your dad. Remember that night in Cape May? We drank too much before we hit the arcade. You threw up on the beach and my feet looking. Picked up a shell and you hear in the waves of the sea, and you don't hear me. Batten the hatches down, secure all the lifeboats, the storm is a brewing, it's on deck by now. Our vessel's on fire and the captain is freaking out. And you say that things are just fine and we'll get through this all somehow. Why does it feel like the ship's going down? These days the old dock looks the same. The people are different and the games have all changed. Now we no longer try to walk hand in hand. Obsessed with your profile, you can't look away from the screen. You can't see me. So batten the hatches down, secure all the lifeboats, the storm is a brewing, hands on deck right now. Our vessel's on fire and the captain is freaking out. And you say that things are just fine and we'll get through this all somehow. Why does it feel like the ship's going down? Bridges just burning away, but the band plays on just the same. Waters are calling your name. So batten the hatches down, secure all the lifeboats, the storm is a brewing, it's on deck by now. Our vessel's on fire and the captain is freaking out. And you say that just cause we're older, there's no need to think we'll drown. But honey, this ship is going down. That's it, John. That's all you get.
That was worth the admission.
Free, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been a big fan of yours ever since I heard the band, when you put out or kind of re-entered the scene a few years ago. I heard a little bit of Alkaline Trio in there, a little bass side in there. Some of your songs have like this vibe of the Foo Fighters, so very I like diverse. Yeah. I mean, that's not
three of my favorite bands.
Good. Well, that's you nailed it.
Well, then I did my job. We did it.
Yeah. So, well, hopefully you come back around closer. I know you got that show in the Poconos Sherman Theater.
Yep, 2 weeks.
We'll catch you back in
February 4th. We'll be at the Sherman Theater in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, and we're going to play in Scranton too on February 19th.
Where?
How about that? Some place called like Finnegan's.
Finnegan's. Yeah, I've never been there. I've heard good things though.
I've never been there either. I didn't even know the name of it barely. So
maybe your first time and my first time will be at the same time.
All right. I hope I see you.
Yeah, February 19th. I'll put that in my phone. I
think Friday night maybe.
Okay.
Come hang out, dude.
That works for me. It's in my phone right now.
There you go. It's on my phone too.
It's a Saturday, the 19th.
All right, there you go. I lied.
My Amazon credit card is due that day as well. So
there you go. So you got 2 things to do that day.
So maybe if I have enough money after I pay my large bill, I can come have a beer and watch you guys play.
You can come afford the $5 cover or whatever the hell it costs to get into the show.
Yeah, sweet. Well, dude, thank you so much. I think I just saw a question that they asked if you had albums out. Yes, I think you have a few out. And it's all on streaming services. Yep.
Yeah, one's called See Through It All. It came out in November 2020, and then our second album is called Dark Horse. Came out September of last year, 2021. You can get it on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all that crap, and we have it on vinyl and CD too. So if you go to our website, don'tpanicofficial.com, it takes you to all the spots you got to go.
Where's Nick? Nick, where are you at with the links?
He's not doing his job.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Yeah, I just physically saw him. That's exactly where he is. Scrambling.
Nick, you're a pro. There we go.
Holy crap. Look at all
we go. Oh, I didn't know you actually meant you physically saw me.
We saw you, and now we see the links. You did both.
Yeah.
Look at all the damn links.
Well done, Nick. Well done. Thank you.
Is that my time?
Yeah, I think
13 minutes.
That's done. I think we wrapped up. We're wrapped
all
here.
Right.
Jimmy will come back on the screen and cut me loose. There you go. Oh, Jesus.
We're back, baby. Ted, great job as always. Guys, we started off the show last week with Ted with the Fall of 99. If you want to see that, go watch it live. Of course, follow their links. Go check them out. Trust me, you're not going to be disappointed. Don't Panic is an awesome band. Guys, thank you both so much for coming on. Ted, you're the man.
Thanks, man. See you guys.
Can't wait, man. And Johnny, baby, we got you February 16th. We're going to be on the Popco Project. If you could, take like 10 seconds and tell everybody about it. Then I got to run real quick.
The Popco Project, just a bunch of interviews with local, regional, sometimes national bands. It's you never know who you're going to get. We've done Tantric and Breaking Benjamin, Tiger's Jaw. You can find all the links on my website, thepopcoproject.com, or just search the Popco Project on Spotify, Apple, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit.
Yeah, but did you get Run DMC?
No.
That's my crew, bro. All right. Listen, we're going to schedule them. I'm excited as hell to come on. We're going to be talking about all titillating, whatever the word is. Great, amazing stuff. I can't wait. We're going to have fun. Thank you so much, Johnny.
Thank you.
I can't believe this is it, man, but we're going to be back with season 5. It's going to be insane. Nudity everywhere. You're not going to want to miss it. Thanks so much, Johnny. We'll catch you later. See ya. All right, guys. Before I go to Sean Henry tonight, Sean, I'm so sorry I'm taking a second for you. Everyone, go follow the Popco Project right now. I put the links up on the screen. Go follow Don't Panic, or this next person coming on the screen will tear you a new butthole. She does it to me every week. Please welcome to the show, Alyssa. What's up, Liv? How you doing? You got a little review for me or what?
Yeah, I do. You have a very interesting attire going on today.
Boom. I'm dying over here between my fireplace and all this warm protective clothing. I'm going to go take a shower. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Alyssa Mattia, and this is another review. I'm going to kick it a little back. I have a 1-year album anniversary for this review. His name is St. Finnegan. He is a singer, songwriter, and producer from Nashville. His album Monarch just celebrated its 1-year anniversary this month. I believe it was January 11th. The album is all about evolution, and it was inspired by his sister Tabitha, who sadly passed away from cancer. I believe it was in like 2018. She was the strongest, most magical person that he knew, and every song on this album was dedicated to her and reminds him of her. Each song is a unique instrumental experience which takes you on a calming journey and was so perfectly produced. One of my favorite things about the album is the amount of feelings that I experienced while listening to it. It just instantly transported me to like a state of just like serenity. It's really good if you're into like meditation. I think this album would be great to put on in the background. 3 of my favorite songs off of the album are Monarch, Blood, and Remedy. I also love how he got the name of the album. So obviously the name is called Monarch. It's inspired by the evolution of butterflies. The change and growth of butterflies can be a really beautiful experience to watch, much like the evolution of ourselves. His sister Tabitha reminded him a lot of butterflies, especially monarch ones, because of their transformation. Caterpillar turns into a beautiful butterfly. And when she passed away, he thought of it as, rather than the end of life, it was the beginning of a whole new life, and she was transforming into this, ethereal goddess butterfly in his life, a very shining light. I'm not usually a fan of instrumental music. I find it a little bit hard for me. I kind of really need lyrics and music, but I was very shocked at how much I enjoyed it. And so I have to say it's definitely 100% one of my favorite instrumental albums. I don't even think of it really as an album. It's more of like a listening experience and an adventure. So I really hope you take the time to listen and experience it for yourself. And that is my time.
Amazing. As always, thank you so much for coming on the show. We love having you so much. What is bigger, my forehead or the brim?
Forehead.
That's because I got a big freaking brain. No, listen, I'm just trying to be as ridiculous as I can. Liz, thank you so much. You have made season 4 so much better with your reviews. Thank you so much. We hope to get you back for season 5. I can't believe it. Would be so sad. I'm going to have to come hang out with you every day now. I'm on my way. We're canceling the rest of the show. Nick, head down to Alyssa's. We're coming over.
I'm listening.
All right. Well, I'm going to run on you, but thank you so much for coming on. It was great as always.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll see everyone. Well, we got links for you. Hold on. We got Alyssa right here. Go follow her. She does awesome reviews. Knows a lot about music. And if you're a Taylor Swift fan, she's your best friend.
Yeah.
Swift. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. You know that song.
The whole thing on Twitter? Oh my God, it's crazy.
I know that. I performed that song, but don't tell anybody, okay? It's a secret. All right. All right. Thanks again. See you soon, Liz.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, I got a guest that hasn't been on in like 30 years. He was one of the original guests from season 1. He's been hiding from me ever since, but I managed to track him down all the way in Florida. I set out a pack of wild dogs. They sniffed his scent, and I found him. Here he is. He's backstage right now. Please welcome Sean Henry tonight to the show.
Hey.
Hey, man. How you been?
I've been pretty good, man. Sorry it's been so long. But I thought a long game of hide and seek would be a nice thing to do.
Dude, I love it.
Entertained.
And don't even sweat it, man. You have been super busy. Why don't you tell everyone what you've been up to?
I actually moved from New Jersey to Florida recently, so kind of restarting my life over again a little bit. But I mean, I love New Jersey and everything, but it was just time for a change. I feel like if I was ever going to make like a leap to try to go be somewhere else and check out a new music scene, like now is the perfect time.
Absolutely. So he loaded up his Conestoga wagon. He hitched his horse to it, and he traveled all the way down to Florida. I'm so excited. What have you been up to since you've been down there? Have you been able to perform at all?
Besides open mics, not much, not yet. Making some connections though, and I actually have one of my original guitar players for the Tonighters, which is my cover band and also my solo backing band, Matt Fed. He's here, so I'm really excited to get to work with him again because we used to play a band called Catch the Break as well as his solo stuff, Matt Fed. So we're pretty big musical partners. He's like my musical boyfriend.
I feel like I played a show with Matt Fed once at the Stanhope House.
Yeah, dude. You probably did. I know. Probably.
I think he headlined and we did like a cool Saturday show. I'm pretty sure that name sounds so familiar. As soon as you said it, I was like, I know that kid. But anyway.
I might have been there, but Stanhope House I usually get drunk, so
You got to have the good. No, I'm kidding. I love that place. I've played there quite a bit over the years. Awesome stage.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
James Brown played there. Stevie Ray Vaughan played there.
Yeah.
Wedding. Some of the great.
They have that Johnny Winter door there too, don't they? They have like this painted door with Johnny Winter on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's haunted. It's awesome, but it's not
I
as
hope
awesome
it's haunted.
as you. So you do a lot of covers. You do a lot of originals.
Yeah.
How would you describe your sound?
I always try to say I'm kind of like a punk and roll songwriter. That's what I usually fall under, but I definitely have a big blues influence in there too. But I think that the widest way I could describe it is like punk and roll songwriter.
I like that. That's a cool way. And that kind of gives people an idea too. So you're a little fusion of the punk and the rock and roll. I would agree. And you're also a lot of fun. You're very entertaining on stage. And what made you get into music?
Ooh, I think a lot of it was my parents, to be honest. I mean, they were just into a lot of awesome stuff from like the 70s and 80s. And they just kind of from a young age encouraged me to kind of pick out CDs and vinyl too. We used to listen to records at dinner time. A lot of the favorites were like Elton John, especially Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cat. Obsessed with the album art for that. It was so trippy and weird. My mom loves Alice Cooper. My dad showed me even Stray Cats. And my dad showed me Pink Floyd, which ended up being my favorite band of all time, still is.
No shit.
He had a guitar, and I picked it up and just started fiddling around, and they just started supporting me on it. It's like every Christmas I'd ask for a different instrument until I had a bass guitar and drums.
I love it. Well, tell me more about this whole thing, like Pink Floyd, man. We need to stop here for a second and talk about. I'm a huge Floyd fan. What's your favorite album, or at least one or two of them?
Well, I'd say Animals is definitely my favorite record.
Yes, Dogs, Sheep.
Well, bookended with Pigs on the Wing.
Yeah, Pigs on the Wing intro. Well, part 1 and 2. Yeah, dude. Yes. What do you like best? Sheep, dogs, or pigs? It's tough, right?
Wow.
The way
I could. Oh man, it's probably got to be Dogs. It's got to be Dogs. That guitar intro, and even there's like that whole part after Rick writes solo, where like Nick Mason comes with that like ba-da-da, and they kind of go in that groove, that do 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 do. Like, oh, it's so good. I just want them to play that for like an hour, and then they can go into the whole ending, and it would be amazing.
That is such a great album. I love that one. I love Umagooma. You know,
Umagooma's a weird one. I like that too. That live record on that is fantastic.
It's so cool. I have a story we'll have to tell in the after hours show because it was a little wild. But yeah, that Careful with the Axe Eugene song was woo.
Those awesome screams.
I saw a dude who saw them live, and he said it was the greatest show he ever was. And not to go too off topic, but he said he was watching.
Right, because we could talk about Pink Floyd for hours.
And there was like a guy in a hospital room, and he wakes up like, oh, you know how they had the big screens. It wasn't Pulse, but it was the Momentary Lapse of Reason tour.
Oh yeah. He's on the hospital beds on the beach.
Yeah, and then he like all of a sudden like the bed starts moving. It goes out of the it goes through the hallway into the elevator, down the elevator, through the rest of the hospital, outside. Eventually, like goes on this whole long journey, and then it goes to the edge of a cliff. And then all of a sudden it goes over the cliff. And as it's falling from the back of the stadium, you hear a huge
it starts to peak.
And then you turn around and there was a mattress that would come down from the back of the theater and crash onto the stage. Like, how cool is that? Like,
so theatrical. I love it.
Amazing. Now, have you ever done anything theatrical like that at your shows?
Yeah, actually, once a year. I just had the 6th one. Spooka Bonanza. I have a Halloween show. We always do it the weekend before. You played it one time.
Yes, sir.
Over at the Greeks in Newton. Yeah, this previous one we had the Painters. They're an up and coming like new wave like rock band. They're starting to make quite the splash around here too. Because I mean, if you can find me another local new wave band, I'll give you $1.
Yeah, there are not too many of those. That's awesome.
No. Oh, they're killing it too. They're great. They're good friends of mine, and I'm very excited to see them gain the traction that they're already starting. I have a really good feeling that they're gonna eventually you're gonna hear from them.
That's awesome, man. It's always good to see someone like that. And Jersey has actually a really rich history. I mean, we got Frank Sinatra, Frankie Valli, the
Misfits.
The Misfits, Bruce Springsteen. I mean, there's quite a few musical artists that came from New Jersey. And people don't know Hollywood. Yeah. It wasn't called Hollywood, but the original movie productions used to be in New Jersey too before they went out west. Insane. But anyway, enough of history. So let's talk about you. We got some songs that we're going to be hearing.
Yeah, apparently I'm going to play some songs for you. You forced me at gunpoint, and I had no choice.
Listen, there's a lot of rumors going around about me threatening people, and they're all fucking true. I want to hear great music. Nah, dude, we're so lucky that we have so many awesome musicians that come on the show. And one of the things you mentioned, Greeks. Give a shout out to the Greeks, one of the coolest bars we've ever played. I love that place. Shout out to the owner, Teddy. Guys, if you're in Newton on 206, stop into the Greeks. Tell them Sean and Jimmy sent you. Love that place. You're going to have a great time. Everyone there is real friendly, real cool. They got a pool table. They got drinks. Yeah. You're not going to want to miss it. They got some food there, too, that you can get there. So, great time. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Let's get to your tunes, baby.
Sure. Let me back up a little bit. This is a song I wrote for Valentine's Day last year, and since we're so close, I figured I'd play it. It's loosely based on the horror film. Can anyone guess it? My Bloody Valentine. This one's called Pickaxe to My Heart. Are you a miner for my love, not gold? Do you believe in any tales of old? Is this just destined to happen again? I'm always prepared for it, I'm dying weak. Yeah. This bloody Valentine is a work of art. These words you spoke like a pickaxe to my heart. In February's here, now it curse will restart. These words you spoke like a pickaxe to my heart. Let them find me lifeless after I bleed out. Let them know I went willingly after hating to my love. This bloody Valentine is a work of art. These words you spoke like a pickaxe to my heart. February's here, now the curse will restart. These words you spoke like a pickaxe to my heart. Are you mine for my love, not gold? Be still my bleeding heart. It has been picked up apart, yeah. Be still my bleeding heart. It has been picked up apart. There's one for you.
Real quick, I just wanted to jump in. Do we have the echo cancellation on or off by chance?
Ooh. It is on.
Boom. This next song is going to be even better, but you were sounding tight that one, but the next one's going to be on fire. I'll be back.
Cool. All right, so I got one more, I believe. Please don't kill me.
Hell yeah, if it's that quick, you could do two.
Okay, I can do two for you. Yeah, they're pretty quick. This one's called Resolving, and so I got an upcoming EP coming in the spring. I'm going to start releasing singles for it too soon, hopefully. This one's called Resolving. Here you go. It's a new one. Sean motherfucking Henry tonight, bitch. Thank you, Tom. This is another original. Pale face with black and eyes. One feature is sex and a
It would pay to know the secrets behind his gates. There is something to be said about complacency. To lose out on the job, to stand in line and file it, bear a burning friend. Grants a passage and good keeper doses, reinforcement from the Trojan horse, and it would help to feel that all these things resolving. That he better at least amen. That he better at least amen. It would help to feel all these things are resolving. That he better at least amen. That he better at least amen. That he better at least amen. It would help to feel that all these things are resolving. That he better at least amen. That he better at least amen. That he better at least amen. Okay, I got one more for you. I just released an EP called Dark and Dreary around Halloween time. It's a spooky one. The song's called Poor Emily. And then I believe that is it from me. Poor Emily, demon in you whisper words of sin. Will she come back to me? Will she ever be herself again? Lord, could you save our little girl? She's kind and simple, so send her soul back again. We'll send her soul back again. Poor Emily, the demon in you whisper words of sin. Will she come back to me? Will she ever be herself again? But it was not her in the farmhouse, sorting out her shame. Your world has unjust and evil ways. Despite her pain, praying every day, the crowd goes insane.
Woo!
All right. Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
Sean, I gotta say, I forgot how good your voice was, bro. Your songs are so catchy. Dude,
thank you, man.
You got something nice going on, man. I'm so sorry our program didn't do it justice. That's why you're gonna have to go check him out. Let me throw all your links up again. That was how we tease you guys to get on the good shit. All right, let's bring in my co-host Remy. I know she's got something to say. Let me get her and Nick on right now.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Good, thanks. That was great. Thank you for sharing all those songs with us.
No problem. You're welcome.
I love it. And Nikolai, what do you think, baby?
You had mentioned Misfits earlier when you're talking about artists from New Jersey. I could tell there's a little bit of influence based off of the song, I guess,
the first one?
topics. Yeah, like the topics of what the songs are about. And I heard a little bit of style from that too. Do you have a favorite era of Misfits?
Uh-oh. That's such a loaded question. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I love the Danzig and the Michael Graves era almost equally. The later Jerry Only era, it was good live, but it was the records he put out were. I feel so bad because Jerry's such a nice guy, but I'm just not into it. Not my vibe. But I saw 2 of the reunion shows, and it was amazing. And I would say my favorite album is probably. Ooh, it's tough actually. It's probably Earth AD. I'm gonna go with Hardcore Misfits. I'm gonna go with Earth AD. We'll split.
All right. I dig that. And I actually have to agree with you. The Danzig and the Michael Graves eras are both really good. They both had different style voices and both really changed the way the Misfits were sounding. And I think the harder and also like the more catchier kind of sounds were both really cool. But like you said, when you see Jerry Only live, it's like you get the nostalgia factor and you get like the energy of the Misfits. But when you hear the new stuff, it just doesn't. It just doesn't do it.
It doesn't do it. No.
Fun fact. Yeah. Michael Graves reached out to us to come on the show.
Really?
Stereo Joe show. Yeah, man. I was pretty excited and flattered, but it's a hot potato right now, so we didn't know what.
I know.
We didn't know what to think. We were like, oh, but it was so flattering that like big people are reaching out to us. That was like really exciting. So
that is awesome, man. And I've opened for him several times and seen him a bunch, and
no kidding.
I mean, he's always been really nice to me, and I've actually gotten the chance to kind of sit down with him a little bit, and he seemed like he generally really, really likes playing. Like I'll put everything else a little bit aside, just because I know that in that moment where I was there for music, not anything else, and he always performed and he was always nice. But some people got their opinions.
Yeah, you know how it is. Now, Rem, I don't want to overtalk you, but jump in whenever you want. But Sean, what else? What's like the next step? I know you were going around checking out some areas. We mentioned you were gonna like call around in Florida there. But what are you thinking about doing in Florida? And for anyone still up in Jersey that's like missing you like crazy, what should they do to get in touch with you?
Well, if you want to get in touch with me, of course, if we're good friends, you can always send me a message. And I'm also a booker at the Greeks still. I'm still booking for the Greeks in Newton, New Jersey. So if you got a band, I mean, we generally want 3-hour bar band sets, but once in a while we do little showcase nights, a couple different bands. You're welcome to send the SeanHenryTonight@gmail.com. You're willing to send me a little press kit kind of vibes, send me just some videos and stuff and reach out to me. Maybe we'll make something happen. Sometimes we need some bands to fill in spots like that. I'd be more than happy just to check out your music too, because I love supporting the scene like that and checking out what everyone's doing. And we are going to be, me and the Tonighters, the 25th of February, playing my birthday show at the Greeks. Flying back to Jersey, gonna say hi to everybody, gonna play. So if you're around, come on out. I'm gonna do acoustic. We're gonna do my originals, and then we're gonna do the classic cover band thing at night when we're all a couple drinks in.
Yeah. Pisces over here. Pisces unite, man.
Oh man, yep. I am definitely a Pisces, for better or worse. Team Pisces, powers activate.
That means you start crying. All that means is there's tears start happening. That's our superpower.
So true. But also, now that I'm in Florida, I actually saw a punk show the other night. I can remember the name of the one band was Lot Lizards. They were really fun. There were a couple other punk bands. If you check out, like, there's like a little punk scene, it seems like, that comes around from like Tampa, and I saw in like Sarasota, Bradenton area at a place called, not Motorworks, Big Top Brewing. They have a cool little outside stage there. Actually gives me a little bit of Greeks vibes, the people that work there, and everyone's pretty chill. You can tell they really like having original music there. So that was super fun. and just trying to link up with what's going on down here. A lot of death metal, which is cool because I love death metal. Shout out to my friend Chris's band. Used to be from New Jersey. Alone in the Catacombs. Check them out. They're a tech death metal band from Daytona.
Ooh, very cool. Yeah,
oh
Florida,
yeah, they are awesome.
Florida's got a lot going on. And honestly, you are one of the greatest guys in the music scene. New Jersey is super sad we lost you because honestly, you are so supportive. You're there for other people. You're giving people opportunities. You gave us quite a few opportunities. So thank you so much. And really, you deserve some. So I'm hoping some good things happen for you down there, Florida. I know they're going to, but I just, it's a matter of, when it happens. But I know it's going to happen real soon for you. And I'm really excited, man. So thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm going to throw your links up one more time. Everyone, go follow Sean Henry, or Remy this time is going to come and get you. And you don't want to get Remy mad. Trust me.
Trust me.
Nick is like child's play compared to Remy, okay? Please follow Sean tonight or you will suffer. No. Sean, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, man. We love you so much. Honestly, dude. And thank you for everything.
Thank you.
And, dude, it's been too long, so we got to get you on season 5.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all going to wear matching tracksuits.
Yo, finally.
Idea.
Yeah, someone with some fashion sense.
And then we're going to Kool-Aid, right?
Exactly. And I'm going to even get a chain for that one, all right? But we love you, man. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll be in touch.
Much love, man.
Love you, brother. Take it easy.
You can see, man.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to cut him out. I love him.
He was so
all right, guys.
Right off.
Trust me, Sean Henry is one of the best, sincerest dudes from Jersey. I am so pissed we lost him. I'm going to just have to track him down in Florida and move in with him. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm getting out of here. The comments were like, take Jimmy off the screen. What's up, Hey, guys. All right, I'm out of here, and we are bringing the legend himself on. Where is he? There he is. Mr. Jason Gisser. And look at what he has as his title. Look at this. All right, I'm getting out of here. It could be true, though. I don't know, but I'll be out of here. Where do you see it? It's going to make you laugh. Guys, see you in a second.
All right. My face is big on this.
Hey, Jason, welcome.
John and Jimmy's real dad. I don't get it.
Oh, my face is big on this.
It was because Jimmy put me in the big screen. It was kind of crazy.
And if you could go widescreen.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Yeah, now we can see that beautiful face.
There we go.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show.
Fellow Pisces, by the way.
Really?
We don't cry at everything. We don't cry at everything.
Yeah. Well,
February 20th. Yeah, I'm on the cusp.
Oh, I'm the day before you.
Oh, the 19th. Oh, you squeezed it in there.
I just did. I'm like 8 hours past Aquarius, so I don't know, man.
Right.
And cool. I'm not a Pisces, but I'll throw in my brother and my sister. Both are Pisces, too.
There it is.
You're just surrounded, Nick. I don't know how you handle it.
What's up, Nick? How you been, man? I haven't seen you since that show out in where was that? Upstate New York somewhere.
Yeah. It's been a little while.
Killing time.
Middletown, thank you. Yeah.
Middletown, yeah.
Jimmy's on point. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. How have you been?
Good, man. You guys killed that. That was a great show.
Dude, thank you. And so do you. You always have a great performance. People are going to be in for a treat later on. And I'm sure we'll touch upon how you developed your sound and a little bit more about your music, too.
Sure, man.
So this is your second time on the show?
It's probably, I want to say, like my third or fourth.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like the first season when you guys were kind of just putting it together, you had like the same 4 guests running in a row. But it was cool. It was definitely cool. You guys have grown a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's come a long way, this show. It's been wonderful to be a part of it. So what have you been up to since the last time you've been here?
Well, a lot of it's been the radio station, and I was gigging probably 4 or 5 nights a week, or no, maybe not that much, maybe 3 or 4 nights a week, and then I got COVID, and so I stopped for like a month, and I just kind of got back into it, and getting back into it, I was kind of like, I want to dial it back a little bit, like maybe not take some of the lighter paid but really far gigs, you know what I mean? The ones that you booked during COVID, because they were the only places that would book music. But But it was cool. It's been good getting back into it and seeing everybody again. Getting back out and playing. I can't wait to eventually get into a venue and play an original gig again, but they have all the vaccine things you can't get in. So,
Do we
not everybody in the band is vaccinated. So we're just waiting till things get better, and then we'll get back out there.
That mandate's in upstate New York too. I saw you're from Wappingers Falls, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I don't think it is really here, but a lot of the venues are just really worried because they went after them pretty hard in the beginning of this. So I think they're just whatever I think they're running by the city mandates, but because all the bars are still having music, nothing's really changed with that. So, back out playing, those gigs, they're a lot of fun. They get you out of the house.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to?
Living the dream, man.
Yeah,
living the dream.
Like you said, trying to get some gigs together, trying to put some new music together. But actually, speaking of music, I know you do a lot of really great renditions of covers. Do you have original music people can check out as well?
Oh yeah, sure. The Jason Gisser Band we only do original music.
Cool.
And then solo, I do originals, but I do pretty much the same originals that we play, maybe a few more. But yeah, for the most part, that's the band is all originals. I think we do maybe 2 covers, and that's only if it's mandatory.
Okay,
but
awesome.
When I play solo, I do both.
And when you do perform solo, you have this really amazing thing that you do both with your guitar and with your voice, where you have different effects that you coordinate together, and it's just this great show that really I'm impressed to see come from one guy. For people who do want to get into the whole effects, whether it's for vocal or for guitar related, do you have a recommendation of where to start or what to start looking up, or even an effect that is easy to start messing around with first?
I guess it really depends on what your strong points are. Like if you have a really good voice, maybe start with a harmonizer. If you have, if your lead guitar work is incredible, maybe jump to a looper, start there, and then take it on. Because if with a really good sounding harmonizer, if you don't sing in key, it's brutal. It's like it's way off. And I've had people go, "Oh, you got this pedal? I could sing with that pedal." And they're like, "Here, let me sing this one." And then they'll try to do like Stairway to Heaven, and they're like, they sound so horrible. But it's whatever. I guess it just comes down to whatever you feel comfortable with, right?
Sure, absolutely. And
so,
personally,
yeah. So I mean, like I would say either the harmonizer or the looper, depending on which one's your strong point.
And personally, what do you like to use as part of your setup?
I use it grew a lot. In all honesty, like I had maybe 4 or 5 pedals in the beginning, but then when they had the lockdowns in the beginning, I found reverb.com, and I was like, sweet, man. The pedals are so cheap. So I kind of had an idea of what I knew I wanted to do in a show, but I just had to figure out a way to make that work. So I just bought the pedals that I thought would help that happen. So I have the what is it? The Digitech Voice Live 3 harmonizer, and that handles a lot of the meat because it has a delay in there if you want it, but it's like a short delay and a somewhat longer delay. It's not really like a great delay, but so I ended up buying a delay pedal for vocals, and it's tap control, so you can have it delay perfectly with the song that you're playing. I like to do a lot of Pink Floyd and like obscure Pink Floyd stuff that people would not expect somebody that's playing an acoustic to do, but try to do as many of the parts as possible. So I have like a bass pedal, so I could still play the guitar and play the bass lines on it. And then I just kind of overdub it in the looping. So when it's done, and then I'll play some percussion on the guitar, and then when it's done, I have this full band sound, and then I can just go through the song.
Is that something you do while you're playing live, or like you have to pre-record it? How does that work?
No, you do it live. So if you make a mistake, the mistake's gonna keep going back. And yeah, it's really bad. It's bad, but you have to kind of nail it.
Cool.
So I think Guinness kind of helps a lot with that.
It sure does, right?
Yeah, because I think if you overthink it, you're probably gonna screw it up.
Mm,
You just kind of got to feel your way through it and just go with it.
cool. Brave man over here.
Yeah, I
It's-
think that's well said about that, because it is a lot of parts coming together at one time, especially to think about as one musician, just piecing it all together on the spot. And we had talked a little bit about how you had originals and that you do play in your repertoire. With your songwriting process, is it more along the lines of the band comes together and plays a song, or does one person kind of come up with some of the ideas and everyone just kind of branches off of it, or how does the Jason Gisser Band come together with an original?
We for the original. Well, there's been so many different versions of the Jason Gisser Band, like different members and stuff like that. So originally, I just brought all the songs to them, and then everybody would just make up their parts, and there's the song. And then now the version of the band we have now, it's a really interesting version, because I do most stuff off of feel, but I went through that phase of like music theory was everything, and then our bass player Dan Horbachuck, he is like, I'll give him something real simple, and he'll be like, what if we did this over in this section, and then move this section up here, and then transpose everything from this section to over, and just move it around and change things and add stuff that just makes it really interesting. And it's stuff that I would probably never even think of, but so I'm so grateful that he's in the band, because it's like, it's a great way to play off each other. And then the beauty of it is Tony, the drummer, Tony Alves, he's played with Dan before, so he kind of already knows like where Dan's gonna go when he's like, let's try, and it's like, all right, Evan, then you do that, and you do it, but only play the fifths, like really cool, interesting stuff. And it's great to see everybody knows what's going on. Like, what is that? Did I just die?
I got a question.
Not right now.
I got a question. You have one of the most kick-ass voices I've ever heard. You're a freaking awesome singer. Who would you compare yourself the most to? Or at least a couple of singers that you're kind of like in the world of, or at least that really inspired you.
Okay, I can give you inspiration. I don't really know what I sound like. I just kind of try to sound like me, but inspiration, I would say my favorite singers are Chris Cornell, Prince, Doug Pinnick.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd feel comfortable with those three.
You had me at Chris Cornell.
Yeah, same here.
Do you know who Doug Pinnick is?
I don't.
You gotta check out King's X.
Who is it?
King's X. He's the bassist and singer from King. Have you ever heard of King's X?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nastiest band around. I mean, just incredible for a 3-piece. Not even for a 3-piece.
I didn't know it was a 3-piece. Wow.
Yeah, he plays a 12-string bass. Isn't that crazy?
What? I've seen those, and I'm like, those people are crazy.
His hands are huge. They're
They have
gigantic.
to be for 12-string bass.
Speaking of crazy, you invited me up to play a song with you at that show in Middletown, and I literally shit in my pants on stage. I was so scared because you're so good. I was like, I don't want to screw up your song, but that was so much fun.
Dude, you have so much energy when you play. It's unbelievable. You bounce around the whole stage, and the Vikings just sitting there in the corner all high. I'm only playing.
We did have some fun at that show, man. It was for a great cause. John and Lisa from John from the band Killing Time, one of our buddies. Great dude. Yep. I'm sorry, I can't take myself serious with this.
I can't either.
I don't know how you guys are taking me serious. But honestly, you're such a talented musician, man. We're really excited you're here. And we got a couple songs we're going to be doing, right? Ooh.
I could do a couple songs.
Yeah,
Ooh,
baby.
what you got there?
Yeah,
It must be the
share.
Guinness.
I was gonna say, is that the Guinness?
Absolutely, yeah.
I can tell.
Mama,
I don't have any pedals or anything. I'm just playing acoustic.
Cool.
When he was doing that before, I was like, maybe I should have brought everything in.
No, that's too much work. But yeah, please feel free to play as long as you want. And I guess we'll just be fangirling backstage.
We know Jimmy will be, that's for sure.
In a little bit.
All right. Mama, please stop crying. I can't stand the sight. Your pain is painful, and it's tearing me down. But I hear glasses breaking as I sit up in my bed. Daddy did not mean those nasty words he said. You fight about me and my brother. This I come home to. This is my shelter. It ain't easy growing up in World War III, never knowing what love could be, and I'll see. I don't want love to destroy me like it is done. Family, we can work it out. We can be a family. Promise I'll be better. Daddy, please don't leave. Mama, please stop crying. I can't stand the sun. Can't stand the sun. Daddy loves you, and I need you around. What they said, it's true. Tell me what they said is true. Yeah. Well, I know that he hurt you, but remember, I love you too. But I ran away today. Ran from the north, ran away. Don't wanna go back to that place, but don't have no choice, no way. It ain't easy growing up in World War III, never knowing what love could be, and I see. I don't want love to destroy me like it has done my family. Oh, yeah. We can work it out. We can be a family. Promise I'll be better. Daddy, please don't leave. We can work it out. Can we be a family? I won't spill the milk at dinner. Oh no, 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 no. Ooh. All right, so clearly that was Pink, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I sent John this one a while back. I think this one was kind of cool. It was something I was kind of working on, but. The weight has become too heavy to live, and my current state is just more proof of this. So I'm writing this letter to let you know. I'm sure you'll be fine, even after I'm gone. Ooh, yeah. Sorry that my life was too much for. Seems it was too much for me too. So I write you this letter and hope you'll understand. I tried, but this life has broken this man. Ooh, well, the faces and names are lost in my mind, and my moment of weakness so's unkind. And I've fallen before, but I've always got. If it wasn't for babe, I'd have no kind of love. So I write you this letter to plead my case, 'cause I cannot breathe when you scream in my face. I know that my last act was the worst sin of me. Tell my son and my daughter I love both of them. I write you this letter to say goodbye.
You want to do some more, baby?
I'll do one more.
That was very, very good, man. I really like it, man. You give me another one, baby. I'll be back. Hey.
All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can remember how to do this one here. Love, I get so lost sometimes. We still feeling and they're running around my mind. And I like to run away. Holding my good side. And I hear the words you say. Live it in that way. And all my instincts, they return. And the grand desire so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out on the inside. On the inside, see in your eyes the light, the heat in your eyes. I am complete in your eyes. Feel the doorway in your eyes. 1,000 churches, your eyes. Revolution in your eyes. All these ruthless searching in your eyes. Love, well, I don't like to feel so much pain. We still feeling, then they're coming back again. And I like to run away. I drive off in my car, and I hear these words you say. Come back to the place you are. And all my instincts, well, they return. And the grand desire so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out on the inside. On the inside, in your eyes, the light, the heat in your eyes. I'm complete in your eyes. Feel the door in your eyes. 1,000 churches, your eyes. Beautiful in your eyes. Oh, it's truly searching in your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes.
Dude, I am so glad you ended up playing another one, man. So good, Jason. Honestly, dude, that last one, dude, I was not expecting that. And
Yeah, I
that was
like to try
No,
that.
that was great.
a really cool
Did-
rendition too.
Did I do when we were at that thing in Middletown? Did I do Because I Got High
I don't think so. Just
by
No.
Afro Man?
kids there.
Oh yeah, maybe I probably didn't do it then.
Yeah, because it was some bunch of kids running around. So I
It's
don't
so
think
great.
you did. We did play the Dong song though, but that was no. But and man, I just want to say, man, that was really amazing, man. I mean, Matt, you were really good, man. No, really, dude, you are freaking so good, dude. And honestly, when you put those effects on and stuff, because you did it at that show, bro, we were all like, it was, and you're up there by yourself, and you were like blown away bands, bro.
Yeah, there's this place that I play in Peekskill. It's the name of the place is actually Kyle's Pub, but we deemed it Kyle's World Famous Pub. And because I used to do this advertising every time I would play there, I'd make up like some fake history that Kyle's was involved in, and it like went on and on. Like for years, it went on, and then suddenly it was Kyle's World Famous Pub, and they're now they have the a backyard area. So in the summer, I would play there, and I have all my lasers and all these crazy lights, and they have these fire pits and stuff outside, so it goes through like the smoke. It just looks so cool. Busting out some Floyd with all those effects is just like, you can't even beat it. And it always smells really good back there too.
I love it. Barbecue, folks. Barbecue.
Right, yeah, so we're talking to barbecue.
Right.
Now beef, little pulled pork, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo, I love pulled pork, bro. Let's go.
We're there.
Yeah, my wife just made some the other day. Oh my god! And then you make the grilled cheeses afterwards with the pulled pork.
We don't live that far, man.
We're on our way.
Just saying, you were showing me your setup, dude. We gotta hang out, man. We gotta get John Lewis over. I wanted to get John on the show tonight too with you to pop in, but he doesn't have.
Ah, it's been so great.
I know, man. I miss John, dude. It's been a minute since we were all together, dude. We did something over the summer. And I don't even think he was there actually either. Well, obviously we did stuff with him, but we did another thing at this place called Karma Farm. I'm surprised you weren't there. Did you get invited for that?
Karma Farm? No. What is Karma Farm? That sounds freaking cool as anything.
It was pretty cool, dude. It's this guy. He had like a cool house and this even cooler garage barn thing that was like his music studio upstairs. It was insane. But he has like this cool property and they like did it up all right. And he's like a real cosmic type of guy, and he calls it Karma Farm. He's real cool dude, but it was really cool. We just jammed out in his backyard. But I'm surprised you weren't there. But John Lewis wasn't there, but it was our other buddy Johnny Rodriguez, if you know him.
You started off like, yeah, you know, we were all gonna hang out. We all hung out that one night, except I don't think you were there. Oh, and neither was John Lewis. I'm like, oh, so none of us hung out that night.
Hey man, it's all that smelling, okay? I can't remember things.
That's great. I was like, wow.
Good story, Jimmy. Good story.
Did I hang out with John that night at least? No.
Yeah, you and John were having a great time, man. Dude, I barely got home alive that night. It was awesome.
Oh, good.
We got the official invite. Come on over. All right, end the show. We're on our way. Guys, let's jam out late, man. It'll be a great fun night. Remy can't come though. She's grounded.
Okay.
Basically.
Sorry, Remy.
It's okay.
So, dude, all right, man. We got to do something special for season 5 with you.
Steaks and bourbons.
Ooh.
Now you're talking.
The season writes itself.
I think it's going to be called the Steaks and Bourbon Show. Okay. No, I like that. But really, so you do a lot of cool stuff, man. What are some of your top favorite songs to cover? Like top, like
I like doing Chris Cornell's version of Billie Jean is a lot of fun because the audience's reaction is really funny. Because like they'll be sitting there like, anyway, because I don't know if you know that version, but it's really slow.
No.
Oh God.
How did it go?
Well,
Just kidding.
everybody's sleeping now, but it's like this slow. It's like. like a beauty queen, and she calls the scene. Old heads turn with eyes that dream to be in the one who would dance on the floor in the round. So it's like really, really like mellow, but then it gets really like powerful in the upsweep parts. So it's funny to see like people like, oh, a slow song, that's nice, and then all of a sudden they're just like, oh, wait a second, is this Billie Jean by Michael Jackson? And all of a sudden, like on the break, they'll be like, was that you? I love your rendition of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. I'm like, well, it's not me, it's Chris Cornell. And they're like,
That's so cool.
oh my god, he did so many great covers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never even knew that he did that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, I got to go off topic. What's your favorite dessert?
Probably creme brulee.
Ooh, okay.
Favorite ice cream?
Snickers.
All right.
Those are really good. Those
Stoner!
ice cream Snickers bars.
It's like a stoner test.
Hey,
What's your
man,
favorite potato chips?
what is your favorite potato chip, bro?
Doritos, bro.
No,
Get
yeah,
out of your mind.
Hey, man, what's your favorite Never mind. Okay. And all
What's
right.
your
and let me
favorite
ask you
pizza
this.
delivery place?
Where's your favorite place to buy? When you were younger, growing up, what was your favorite video on MTV?
Ooh.
I mean, I guess it would be horrible not to say the White Snake video. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that Here I Come Again?
I'll tell you. I always looked forward to the Pink Floyd videos, just because I thought that they were really cool. You know, like that was my favorite band, so I always wanted to see what they were coming out with. But I really liked a lot of the videos that were in the '90s that were live, like Pearl Jam doing
Yeah.
I don't remember what, Even Flow maybe, where he was like climbing all over the curtains and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
That just like changed the whole landscape of videos. Like
He was like on the rafters, like
Yeah,
jumping
he's
off
wild.
the speaker.
Mhm.
I show people that all the time. I said that's what I want the energy of Stereo Joe to be on stage.
I
That
could see you
video.
comment on those rafters or whatever they're called. I could see you doing that.
I started doing push and pull up for it. I was like, I gotta climb the rafters like Eddie.
yeah, it was when I saw that, I was like, you know what, man? You could tell who in the industry, like, who knew they weren't going to make it right after they saw that video for the first time, and they were like, I'm really coming up. People are listening to my music. And then they saw Eddie Vedder climb the rafters and stuff, and he's like, I'm going to have to do that. I think I'm going to go back to school, become a doctor or a lawyer or something, but not this.
Now, Pink Floyd had their heyday in, I guess you could say, in the 70s. Basically, they had, a majority of their massive stuff. But I gotta say, one of my favorite albums was the Division Bell, and it took me a long time to get into it. But as I got older, because I was like, it doesn't have Roger Waters, it's not as good. But then as I really got into it, man, there was some killer songs on that album. How do you feel about that one?
I would say it's probably, I don't like that one much.
No, what is it? See, that's how I used to feel. And
good. It's good, but like, I mean, I followed Pink Floyd from the very beginning, so it was like watching them grow from like just making noise on a tape recorder, you know what I mean, to like Dark Side of the Moon, which you would think they're master musicians, not rock stars, you know what I mean? And I like the songs where they kind of like had the story and kind of shined everybody. I felt like the Division Bell, there was a lot of it was very polished, and I think that's what I kind of didn't really like about it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Roger Waters has a horrible voice, but it's half the sound of Pink Floyd. Like nobody's got that voice. Like if he's singing, you're like, oh God, that's horrible. Roger Waters. You know, like you know it's Roger Waters. And then you're like, oh, well, it's pretty cool because it's Roger Waters, and you listen to the whole thing. But it's he's got that. It was a good duo because Dave Gilmour had that down to earth, like vocals, just normal sounding good vocals, nothing screamy or anything like that. And then and he was like the voice of the person, and then you had like Roger Waters' voice that was like your conscience. You know, like, holy crap, I can't take this guy anymore, you know? But
a great illustration of that is Comfortably Numb.
Absolutely, yep. And it's just that they played off each other so well vocally that it made those songs really Pink Floyd, like really powerful. And I felt like when Roger Waters left the band, it just didn't sound like the original Pink Floyd anymore. It kind of had that more synthesized. The guitar work was very much more prevalent. A lot more instrumentals. I don't know. It was all right.
I agree. Now, what about the Syd Barrett era?
That was some weird shit, man. And you know,
got the bike, you can ride it if you like.
Right?
Isn't that crazy that that's where they started, and then the Adam Hart Mother Without Him, and then, I mean, you know, Shine On You Crazy Diamond for me is just like, what an amazing song from beginning to end. The full album version, you know, it's like two separate songs, basically, the beginning and the end of it. But I mean, just such a great song, man. And honestly, dude, no wonder we're such good friends, Dad, because you don't like the same shit as me, you know?
You gotta check those comments, Jason. I don't know if you saw them while you were playing.
No, because I'm on a different stream.
Later, if you watch it, check in and look at those comments, because the two of them were going at it with you being their dad.
I asked if I could borrow the car. I thought you could see I was trying to mess you up before.
And he couldn't.
I was trying to make you burst out laughing in the middle of your song.
And then, Nick, what did you ask for your allowance? What are you getting your allowance?
Yeah. I'll send you $5.
Hey, yo, my Venmo stereo JL. Please, I need it.
I'll take that $5. Trust me.
Thanks, Dad.
I will buy a study pencil with it, or study pencil.
A study pencil? You just lost your $5. Clearly, you weren't using it before you were supposed to use it.
He's gonna now charge you $5.
Clearly, he needs a study pencil.
You were that close.
Shit, Dad. This sucks. No, but anyway, all right. I'm obsessed with Pink Floyd. But let's talk about you. What's going on? Are we in the middle of writing a song? Do we have like any new thing that you're like working on, that you're like behind the scenes crafting, that you don't want to tell anyone, that I just made you ask about?
I guess like a few months ago, I released something on Soulmouth, and I didn't really blow it up, but it did pretty well, actually, more than I thought it was gonna. And then I've been just kind of writing. So I've got all my I showed you before. I got all my gear set up, and I got my drum kit over here, my keyboards and my bass gear and everything. And so I'm just down here every now and then, just plowing away at it and writing and recording and seeing what comes out.
I love it, man. Yeah, you had a cool setup there. That looked fun.
Yeah, man, it is a lot of fun.
And you mentioned something that we got to talk about, Soulmouth. For the people who don't know, and the people that are going to watch this on the replay, tell us all about it.
So Soulmouth Radio, basically it started because when I had moved up from Westchester County, I didn't know how I was going to get into the music scene in Dutchess County. And so I recorded a bunch of songs, and then I got a band together, and we not changed a lot of the songs, but I told everybody kind of come up with your own parts. I know there's drums on there. Don't do those drums. Come up with your own drums. And then we did a few decent venue shows, and then we got hooked up with this guy, Rob Robinson from New York Harvest Fest and Freedom Fair. So on that show, it was who was headlining that? It was the Wailers and Black 47, Black 42, whatever, that band. And so we went up to play, and we went up to go look at the stages, 2 stages, and people camp out the whole weekend. So we went up to the stages, and we were like, wow, there's thousands of people here. This is really cool. And then all of a sudden, they were like, yeah, you're on stage 3. And we were like, all right, cool, we're stage 3. And they're like, it's over in that little cabin over there. We were like, what? So we went over to stage 3, and there was like 4 people in there. And we were like, we're supposed to set up here to play music. And they're like, oh, you guys are in the back room. So we go in the back room. There's nobody back there. There's just a stage, and nothing was plugged in. It was just a disaster. So I look at my drummer, Big Thirsty, and I'm like, let's go get a beer, and then we'll just load in and have fun. We drove, it's like 3 hours away or however far away it was. I'm like, let's just do it. And he's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. We're here. Let's play music and have fun. Great. We go up on the hill. We tell them the rest of the band we saw. Everyone comes down. We plug in. And just before we're about to start playing, the place gets packed.
Huh.
And we start playing, and everybody emptied out from the hill above and just boogied down to where we were. People were climbing through the windows. They were like up on the roof. It was insane. And the girl who was supposed to play after us was right in front dancing, and she was like, can you guys take my set too? I'm having too much fun. And we were like, okay. So we took her set, and then we drove back like 3 hours. But
Wow.
and then so on the way out of there, we ran into this truck comes up, and these 2 guys jump out, or they didn't jump out, they just rolled the window down, and they were like, yo, Thirsty, and Big Thirsty looks over at him, and he's like, yo, what's up, guys? It was Vinny and Lee that owned Mazstock. So, we caught your set. Why don't you come down to Mazstock, play down there? So we booked a gig with them. And then from there, we booked Froggy Days. And then we, Backyard Boogie Down, a bunch of different music festivals and stuff. And then we started getting bigger venue gigs. And it was, that was all the original stuff. And we're still a band, just different members. So.
That's cool, man. I believe it, dude, because the same thing happened at the other show that we did, that benefit show over the summer. Dude, people were just going nuts with you. Top started coming off. One hit me in the head. I was like, no, but really, people were loving it, man. Honestly, dude. Yeah, the top's coming off with the kids and running around. Yeah, right. Yeah, no,
right,
but really, it was awesome, man. People really were loving you, though. Honestly, I was like, dude, what the hell happened to our set, Nick? But no, dude. Everybody loves you, dude. Honestly, dude. You always do an amazing job. If these people haven't checked you out yet, they're fools. Go check out Jason Gisser right now. Otherwise, Zeus and Nick and Remy will all come and bite you. Show them those teeth, Rem. She bit me once. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, dude. All right, we're getting near the end, but Nick and Remy, you guys want to talk? I just keep talking. Okay, that's great. Thanks for coming.
Asshole.
So this is the finale of your 4th season. How does that feel?
We got a live season finale that we're doing in person, but this is like our last regular one like this, and we are so excited, but so sad. It's like because so much work goes into this show that you wouldn't imagine. It's like. People cancel last minute. People don't show up on time. People just show up 7 minutes before the show starts. I'm like, not you. We had someone else. I'm like, what the heck? You came right on your time. But the other people are like, so we had to bail on someone. But it happens. So it's a lot of stuff. But it's so rewarding. And we've just been like so lucky to meet so many amazing people. And then also, too, it was during COVID when we started this. So it was like great for so many other musicians to get out there and connect with people. I've seen a lot of artists get bigger, not through our show, but from when they first came on our show to when they've come back, and I'm following them on Instagram. You know, I got this one girl that used to come on all the time, Madison. She's down in Nashville working at Kid Rock's bar down there. She's like playing every day almost there. So like a lot of good stuff's going on. And so anyway, so a lot of good stuff comes from the show. And anyway, it's just great to connect with everybody, but it's a little bittersweet. Long story short, it's bittersweet, Jay. I'm
I'll tell you, going from being a musician to doing a show is to doing like you have that, and I do Soul Mouth. It's such a weird departure from it. Like you actually have to work at it. Like it's not like music where it just feels so natural, right? It's kind of like you got to think about stuff, and then you got to put that into play, and then it's a lot of follow through because you have all these ideas, and you're like, okay, what was I thinking about yesterday? Oh, I forgot it. I got to come up with a new idea. You know, there's a lot that goes into it. How do you guys do your bookings?
It's not easy. But we've built up a big roster of people, and you know, we just keep trying to reach out and meet more people. And Nick is lately really taking the reins of it, and he's doing it. And of course, Remy, she's like our big leaguer where she gets all the cool people. I just come on the show and bullshit. They do all the work. I just show up Monday night at 8:00. I'm like, guys, is the show ready for me? Damn it. And then
you don't stop. You do a lot.
No, we're really lucky, man. It is, though. It's a lot of behind the scenes work. But I keep a spreadsheet of everybody we've had on.
Color coded, mind you. It's color coded.
Hey, I love my colors. I could color each that. No, there is a little color coordination to it, but you can't go wrong. It helps. I'm a visual person, okay? No.
We got to interview you guys on Soul Mouth.
I would love that, man. I really would. And even to come down and see the facility, I would really love that.
Nick has a question.
Oh, is there and you can't see this. And John Lewis is in the audience now, by the way. He said, then you have dicks with shitty internet connection. John, we love you, man. But Nick did have a question. Is there etiquette when it comes to submitting your music to be heard for radio play? Like any do's or don'ts?
All I can pretty much speak of is our radio station, but I would say the one thing that bugs me the most is like a band will have like 30 or 40 songs in their catalog, and then they'll send you 2. And they're like, and you sit there and you think like, oh, well, these might be your 2 favorite, but they might not be the listener's favorites. So like how many times did you buy an album because of the famous song that's on there, but it's not your favorite song on the album?
Totally.
So it's like you got to put your best, what you think you're putting your best foot forward by saying, hey, these are our 2 best. They might not be your 2 best. You know what I mean? You're 2 to 5 people or whatever, 1 to 5 people making that decision for thousands of people. So it's you got to kind of send them everything and then see what sticks. You know?
And that's the truth. And an illustration of that is, how many behind the scenes have you seen where the artist recorded the album and they were like, I had no clue that was going to be my big hit. And you know, you don't know. So you got to let the people decide. You're right about that.
Yeah. How many times you hear like, oh, we weren't even going to put that one on the album.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, then you would have blown it, bro. You know, like,
yeah.
Put it all out there, man. Who cares? Like, I saw something online the other day, and it was a link to music that I must have put up like in the 90s. And there was like some really lo-fi stuff up there. And I was like, you know what? I don't even care. Does it matter anymore? It's not like we're making like a ton of money, you know, with online streaming. You know what I mean? It's that's what Soul Mouth is all about, right? So you got to send everything you have. Let us play it all, because you never know what the big song's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, then I got to get the rest of my albums to you. I finally got the Third Gear to you, but I got to get Secondhand Smoke and Monovision. And you know,
send them all, because you never know, man. Like there's stuff. There's this band that we play on there called the Hey Baby Band, and these guys have been around since I was a kid. Okay. And they did an original in like the 80s called Who's Better Than You. It is one of the funkiest tunes we have on Soul Mouth. Like when it's sick. It's so funky, but like if it never got radio play, that would suck. And our listener count is skyrocketing now, so we're doing great. So everybody that's on there, including Stereo Joe, right? Everyone that's on there is getting a ton of listens all around the world. And
awesome.
And there's no mainstream radio that's going to allow that. And if they do, they only allow like one song, and then they'll talk to the artist for like 3 seconds, and then that's over.
And then it's a blip on the screen. Yeah. No, you're doing a great thing with Soulmouth. So if anyone, Nick has we have your links up right now. Where should they submit this to? The soulmouthrecords.com? Or
yeah, yep. So soulmouthrecords at yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and then the website itself is soulmouthrecords.com/soulmouth.
No, you don't even have to do that anymore.
Oh,
no, just soulmouthradio.com.
Oh, Nick. No, he didn't know. Okay, good. Soulmouthradio.com, even better, making it simpler. And do you have any plans coming up with that? Like
so we're on the Shoutcast server app, and then we have our own app. Just if you go to Google Play or the Apple App Store, you just download Soulmouth Radio. But we just got on TuneIn, and so now we're in all the different things that TuneIn are in. And our listener count just freaking skyrocketed. It's unbelievable.
No kidding. Hey, look who came back. He just took a shower.
Yeah, it's definitely great. So we're, and then, we did a quick little advertising thing, which we're still doing. And then we're growing. So it's all good. And we're waiting for them to finish the building. Can you believe it? It's like 2.5 years.
I can, only because I've heard the nightmares of the supplies, builders not having manpower. I've heard so many nightmares. I heard these builders talking about how they're paying $20 an hour to people that can't do anything, but they just have nobody else.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. But listen, I know you got to go to bed. You got a life, you got a family. But listen, man, thank you so much for coming on. I wanted to get someone super cool to close out this thing, so I had to get you. So I really appreciate you coming on, man. And
my pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure to rap with you, man.
I love it, dude. And hopefully, John Lewis, I see you're back there still. Please, let's set up a show with us and Jason. We'll do benefits, whatever it is. I don't know. We got to get together again. I miss hanging out with everybody. So hopefully, the warm weather should be here in a couple months, but maybe we could, do something like April, maybe. I don't know. I miss you guys.
Yeah, maybe like I could probably set something up down in Peekskill for the summer.
Ooh, let's do that.
A little outdoor action.
Yeah, let's do that. John said, say the word and I'm in. So awesome. Let's do it, man. And thank you so much. And please come on the show next season. We're going to have even more fun, and maybe we can do something even cooler. We got to get creative. So thank you so much, brother. We'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
All right, everyone.
Jason.
Yeah.
You're good.
Later, bro. We love you, man.
Thank you for coming on.
Love you. Guys, that was Jason Gisser from the Jason Gisser Band, closing out our online shows here. Again, like we said, next week we will be not next week, February 5th, we will be in person. And then we're taking a small hiatus from the show to recharge because, like we said, it is quite a bit of work. We love it, but Remy's got a lot of stuff going on. She's getting another nose ring on the other side.
And I bet you guys wouldn't even notice if I did.
Nick's getting a haircut, and I'm getting a life. Just kidding. All those things aren't true. I'm not going to have a life. No, but we are making some plans for season 5. We're going to have celebrate episode 100. We're planning something big for that. But February 5th, we are doing the in-person season finale. Remy will still be on through the simulcast. They don't have that, but through the internet. But we're going to be broadcasting live, same way, but we're going to be in person. You are not going to want to miss it. We are truly, truly, truly excited. Thank you guys so much. Nick and Rem, you guys want to say anything?
No, thank you for a great season, guys. This is great.
Exactly. Thank you to both of you for a great season, and to everybody who's tuned in and anybody who's been on the show, because without any of them, it would just be the three of us hanging out together. And, you know, like you said, it's been 80 plus episodes so far, about to be 88. And, you know, we're still having fun doing it, and we can't wait to do the next season and see what we have in store for everybody.
I'm going to be hanging with masterminds. I can't wait, dude. That's so exciting, man. Oh, now I'm pumped. I was going to maybe think about skipping and just screwing Nick, like leaving him with the whole bag. But now that you're coming, I'm coming there too. I'm really excited, man. And I really can't wait to see you, the guys coming up soon. So everybody, just want to say for the last time, like 10,000 times this episode, thank you so much for all the support. And please, if you liked one of the artists we had on, please go and follow them. Tell them that you liked them. Tell them what you liked about them. It's not easy being an artist. And, you know, it takes a lot mentally. You know, you got to put yourself out there a lot. You get a lot of people, you know, looking at you weird or something. People spit on me. They tell me I'm ugly. No, really, I've been lucky, man. We've been getting some good feedback. But really, guys, really go support the artists. And please, if you want to support artists too, that'd be great. Go follow Stereo Joe. Give us a like. If you want, you could share our episodes if one of your friends was on them or something like that, and we would love it. Thank you guys so much. And we're going to be back next season. We're going to be getting back some big-ass artists on the show again as well. And we're even talking about doing something else. So we got some surprises in store. We're pumped. We can't wait. But for us and the rest of the gang, thank you guys so much. We're going to be back February 5th. Love you. Until then, have a great night. Thanks.